Main action about to get underway here. Pro Electric Buggy from the 2025 DNC. And we are off.
Here we go. This is a Pro A main of Electric Buggy. Juan Carlos Kass bringing the field around with Dakota Phend, Elliott Boots, and Spencer Hecker. Your top four as they roll out.
Boots and Heckert trying to stay in contact with our leaders. Boots doing it. Heckert falling off the back just a little bit. Juan Carlos leads Phend and Boots through the anti-rhythm section. Oh, devastation there.
Big carnage there coming here after the triple.
I think it might have been Ogden, maybe Heckert, that was upside down there at the jump cam.
Lap number one coming around here as they go under the timing loop here. It's your top qualifier. Top three right now, qualifying order. Gonna roll. How about a start from Mayfield from the 9 to the 5?
Phend starting to put the pressure on the back of Kass now. You see him with a little nose tap. They came over that speed roller. Top of the hill section, around the sucker pipes. Through the anti-rhythm section. Oh, Phend gets turned sideways. Boots had nowhere to go. Got into the back of him. Phend was upside down. Boots got away. Nothing anybody could do there. That was a track racing deal. Phend pushing a little bit too hard through the anti-rhythms. The car said,
8:45 left to go in this 10-minute throwdown here. Pro E Buggy. Juan Carlos leading the way. Elliott Boots in the 2. Third spot, Mayfield from the 9. How you doing? Keep it moving, Mayfield.
I was out watching the A-Main warm-up during the break, and Mayfield was coming down that hill, and his car sounded different than everybody else's. He had turned up the beams.
He definitely found something here as he is on a rail right now. Juan Carlos, Elliott, Mayfield, Phend, Heckert. That's your top 5. 8:15 to go.
Battle here between Boots and Phend. Boots in the 2 spot, Phend running third. Over the speed hip they go. Back down the hill into the crevasse. See him bottoming out through that lower section. Phend working that inside line pretty aggressively in that rough stuff. See him sizing up on the back of Boots. Boots coming off a little sideways. Phend putting the pressure now on the back of Boots. Boots with a wall ride there of sorts. Here they come through that very treacherous anti-rhythm section. See the car just slow way down. You can hear the drivers saying a prayer from the driver's stand. Come out the other side car. Boots with the big roost off that pipe. Throwing some loam. Boots now through that crevice with Phend right behind him. See the accordion effect there as they spread out, gap in just a bit.
Excellent battle here. Juan Carlos has built up a 3-second lead. He is your defending champion from last year here in Pro E. Elliott Boots second. Mayfield, Phend, and Jermaine Robinson from the 8 to the 5. A great run here for Robinson.
This is the battle here. I'm sorry, check that with Phend and Mayfield. My mistake. And looked away at the wrong time, and that's Mayfield in the 3rd spot fighting with Phend. I thought it was Boots this whole time. Mayfield pushing hard now, trying to gap back up on Boots. Mayfield, though, making up tons of time from 9th on the grid. Driving very aggressively through the rough stuff. Made some changes to deal with it, and it looks like it's working.
Taking a wide line, avoid nose routes. Juan Carlos at 2.4. Second gap as Boots throws down a 40.7. Mayfield doing his best lap there, 39.72. We have 6.5 minutes to go. This one far from over.
Oh, Boots gets to the high side. Our leader upside down in the anti-rhythm session. Mayfield to the point with Phend.
Oh my, to the cheers of the crowd. Mayfield goes wide, Phend to the inside. Can't do it. Mayfield gonna hold it. Their nose to tail, side by side. Here they go, coming into the pit.
Phend got just in the back of Mayfield there, oh so slightly, but they no harm, no foul as they race on. Oh, Mayfield catches the pipe, Phend to the inside. Oh, so Phend catches the pipe.
Phend a little tight there, slams the door. Juan Carlos sitting back here. He wants that point back. Mayfield in control, battling now as Phend to the inside. Coming into the whoop section here.
Mayfield with a very aggressive line through that far side double, jumps to the inside into the rough stuff. You gotta wonder if he's gonna pay the price for that eventually, but Phend now at the point.
Excellent view here in the techno jump can as they come down. Over the backside, triple A go, to the hip jump they go. Mayfield lands it, powers down through the big crevasse right there. He's got Juan Carlos behind him. They all take the wide. Juan Carlos tries a little tighter line. 5:15 to go. We're coming up on the halfway mark. It's Phend, Mayfield, and Juan Carlos Kass.
These guys at the limit up on the bicycle everywhere, hooping and helping their way through the rough stuff. Mayfield once again to that very aggressive inside line. It makes him up some time every lap, but it's got to come at a price eventually. Mayfield there through the doubles. Inside line, sizes him up to the outside now.
On to the triple on the downside. Squares up here for backside triple, about the same. Mayfield a little wide there. Juan Carlos closing up. Mayfield jumps that time. Gets it sideways. Juan Carlos tries to go to the inside. Mayfield. Oh, what a save there. Thought he was going to lose it on the pipe. He continues on. It's Phend out front again. Phend taking that different line coming off the straightaway here. 4.5 to go.
Mayfield on the limit, letting it all hang out, kissing the pipes, running tight lines, downside and everything. Beautiful look there as they come around the sucker pipes into the anti-rhythm section.
Dakota Phend out front in that orange and blue, rocking the X-ray.
Big roost there as he slaps off the wall. Kass saw that, tries to take a look to the outside. Mayfield check swings in front of him.
Dakota getting crossed up, coming out of that big hole. That's building up each and every lap. Mayfield having a look there, nothing there. Kass losing touch here with the leaders. Dropping back a little bit. Mayfield now. Oh, Dakota a bit short. Mayfield now to the point. Juan Carlos 2. Dakota goes to 3.
Phend shorted it. Mayfield drove right on through and has a little bit of breathing room now. Kass with the bit between his teeth trying to charge here through the anti-rhythms.
Mayfield now coming up to the triple here. On the downside nicely there. Squares up. A little bit of roost. Juan Carlos behind him. Then a bit of a break to Dakota. Now it's Mayfield with 3.5 to go from the 9 starting spot. What a run here for Ryan.
Mayfield around the outside of the rough stuff. Kass kind of doing the same. Both of them working to the inside line. Safely through the double section. Both of them downside cleanly. Mayfield working the inside line. See, it's nice and smooth down there now. Kass starting to pick up the points from Mayfield's line as they're kind of ghosting each other a little bit now. Kass pushing a little too hard there, costing him some time.
You can't push through that section. We just watched Dakota in the back view there. Got a little bit sideways there. He's going to need some luck. Mayfield and Kass coming up over the hip jump. Perfect lines by both. Now in that big hole, Mayfield avoids it. Kass goes right through it, attacks it. 2:40 on the clock.
It's almost like some of these rougher sections are turning into obstacles that are supposed to be there.
Using it to their advantage, trying to pull out of the hole. Mayfield and Kass here, coming into the back section of the racetrack. Into the rhythm section. Just taking it slow and steady. You can't push. See, man, Kass just all kinds of up and down.
Kass is pushing. 2 minutes and 15 seconds still to go in this one. Scheduled to go 15 laps. They're out on 11.
Mayfield out front again, the wide line. Nice tight line there on Juan Carlos. Mayfield again wide. Juan Carlos takes it wide. Over that rut coming onto the straightaway. 1:55, minute 55 to go in this one. Pro E-Buggy here, 2025 DNC on liverc.com, presented by J Concept. One Up Racing, along with A-Main and Techno. Through the whoops they go. Mayfield a little bit sideways there, going over that tabletop.
Kind of shorted the tabletop a little bit, but was able to gather it back together.
Minute 30 left. Carlos. Carlos Kass trying to close. He made up a little ground this lap. Oh, Mayfield sideways. Juan Carlos to the inside. No, Mayfield going to hold the spot with $1:15 to go.
Mayfield coming out of that one, gripping and ripping. Juan Carlos had a glimpse at the lead, wants it back, had a little bobble early on in that anti-rhythm section, cost him a huge lead. Now he finds himself back at the front battling with Mayfield.
Juan Carlos, your defending champion right now, and Mayfield doing all he can to keep him in his rearview mirror, keeping that door shut. Into the triple leg L, into the backside. They got less than a minute to go. Over the hip jump. Oh no, Juan Carlos upside down. Oh, a huge break here for Ryan Mayfield. Dakota Phend going to go to the 2.
Over the hip jump, getting it a little bit wrong, caught the back of the buggy, went for the wild ride. Phend now to the 2 spot.
This is going to be the final lap here, 28 seconds to go. Maybe, I don't know if they're going to go one more.
Phend came up short over that backside triple, so Juan Carlos right with him again.
15 seconds to go, Mayfield in control. He takes it, double single here.
Very safe.
There's Dakota Phend. There's Juan Carlos. They're going to be racing to the finish line. Mayfield, as he comes around, time is winding down. Telling you all you need is a chip and a chair in the big game from the number 9 starting spot. Ryan Mayfield taking the win.
2025 DNC Pro Electric Buggy Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Mayfield. What a drive. High fives all around. Mayfield on a mission. You don't see a lot of pro class wins from outside the podium at this level. So to see Mayfield be in the mix right from go, I think we were 3 or 4 laps into this thing. He was 5th. A couple more laps after that, he was knocking on the back door of the podium. And we're like, that'd be pretty impressive. Next thing we know, Mayfield with the win. Finishing order there, Mayfield, Phend, Kass, Boots, Seth Van Dalen, Spencer Rivkin from 15th up to 6th. That is quite the drive. Figueroa going to finish 7th. And then it was Kilnick after that. And Scotty is on the driver's stand with Mr. Mayfield. Scotty, take it away.
All right, thank you, Charlie. Ryan, they say all you need is a chip and a chair in a big game from the number 9 starting spot. Did you have any thought that it was going to go like this?
Well, I mean, luckily the car wasn't very good all weekend, and I've just been throwing stuff at it, and even in the warm-up, I was like, man, I don't know what the hell to do. So I threw the kitchen sink at it. I took a lot of power out, changed the shocks. I mounted 3 or 4 different sets of tires. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just, I went out there and I did that one warm-up. I crashed, and I'm like, man, it's going to be a long 10 minutes. But I got through the chaos at the start, and I look up, I'm like, holy crap, I'm in 4th. I'm like, okay, this is good. And then, once we got a pretty good leeway just for the 3 of us, me, Juan, and Dakota. We were battling. It was an awesome race. Everybody drove super clean. It was really fun. And, when I was running with them, I'm like, wow, my car's actually pretty damn good, you know. And, fantastic. I didn't crash. Those guys had a couple more mistakes. And, I was lucky at the end. I was having trouble jumping this triple. I kind of stuck it for most of the run, but at the end, I was glad to have a little gap. I just doubled it to get to the finish line. But, awesome. The new Coyote electronics have been working really good. Been developing that, and it's been coming along great. J-Concepts tires, as always. The Techno vehicles, like the Truggies are good. We, had a good qualifying effort in truck. My Nitro Buggy was really good, too, but my E-Buggy was rough. So, but that E-Buggy race, you could rewatch last year. It was chaos, and I knew I had a shot if I could just get through the chaos, and it worked out. So, pretty thankful, and thanks for everybody that supports me. That was a lot of fun.
All right, well done. A great show. Congratulations.
All right, thanks, guys.
Ryan Mayfield from the 9 starting spot, getting a W. Never saw that coming, but a great drive from Ryan. Back to you, Charlie, in the studio.
Man, sometimes all you can do is throw the kitchen sink at it and hope for the best. And Ryan with a